Hello and welcome to Braintree High School for today's live stream broadcast of Braintree Baseball, getting set to take on the Milton Wildcats. Mike will also bring in the coverage as Braintree trying to get back in the win column after a non-league win, but a tough loss against Wellesley. Braintree beating King Philip over the weekend, trying to improve their record as they face one of the top teams in the Bay State Conference. As Titley getting ready to deliver the first pitch of the ball game. Long look in, and the pitch is fouled to the screen for strike one, and one away. We're in the top half of the first. Two sides met earlier this year. Milton getting the better of Braintree in a close game down at their own place as the off-speed pitch missed off the plate. Milton with a win over Newton North, but suffering their first loss of the season in a non-league game to St. Mary's. So we'll see how that factors in here to this matchup. On the pitch off the plate. Leadoff hitter Longo. He will pitch as well. Trying to find the zone here is the starter for Braintree, Titley. And this one catches the back, and a hit by pitch begins the game. The leadoff man aboard. Certainly not the start you wanted if you're Braintree, but the leadoff man on opens the door for the offense. And the pitch down at the knees, a strike. Braintree defense, it'll be Lane in left, DiMartino in center, and Carney in right field. And across the diamond, O'Rourke at third. The shortstop Foley is the pitch. And that one also hits the batter, as that one looked like it made contact with the bat. They said it hit the hand, but there was no movement at all from the player, so I highly doubt he was hitting the hand. That's a big call in this game. Instead of an 0-2 count, now 2 on, and the umpire at least going to ask for help. And again, obviously I'm not down there on the field, but I would highly doubt that a player gets hit in the hand and doesn't even make a movement. They're going to keep the play the way it is, so the first two have been hit. And Milton catching a break here in the top half of the first. So back-to-back hit batters and a very bad start on the mound. Brooks getting the start over at second with Fitzgerald at first and Surrett doing the catching. First two on without the benefit of a hit as Braintree checks on over at second, and a pretty close play over there. So the defense trying to help out the cause, but right now need to be given an opportunity as the first two have been put on with the free pass. And the pitch, a ground ball, this one to shortstop as the throw is to second for one, back to first, not going to be in time as Braintree does get the middle runner, and they're on the corners. So Fallon retired in the middle, as McHugh will reach at first, and it brings up the cleanup hitter and catcher, Finnegan. Little wind picking up here. Temperatures in the low 70s at first pitch. And the off-speed pitch popped up. This one playable in right field, long run in. And the catch made by Carney, the runner tagging. Here's a throw, and it's not going to get it there in time. And a sacrifice fly scores the game's first run. Carney caught that one, but really didn't position himself in a good manner to make a strong throw to the plate, and pretty easily scoring from third. Would have had to have been a perfect throw, but nonetheless, kind of flat-footed out there in right field. The throw went into first, so at least holds the runner at first instead of allowing him to get to second. And the pitch, and the off-speed pitch just inside. So one of the two hit batters that began this ball game coming around to score the game's only run to this point, with the runner at first and 2 down, and the throw in that direction at first. So Braintree trailing here today at home before they even get a chance with the bat. Another check on over there. Long game, 7-inning game. But as most people know, baseball is a sport that can change very quickly as that's a strike. And again, trying to run over there at first, but no movement towards second. Surratt trying to throw out the runner if he does go. Check again. That's the third time in that direction. All three have not been in time. But nonetheless, trying to keep the runner close. Don't want to allow a second runner in scoring position here in the inning. As the runner takes off, and this one is fouled. Back at the first baseman now. A couple strikes on him. As a new baseball handed to the pitcher. You're starting to get a little light toss going out in their bullpen, as the first two were hit, but it seems like Titley's starting to settle in a little bit here in the inning, getting the last two. Right-hander gets ready, and this one popped up. This one towards left center field. Going to be a tough ball to catch, and it's going to fall down as DiMartino scoops, and no throw in the direction of third as they're at the corners. Not hit all that hard, but placed well out in center field. Just the first hit of the inning, but it puts him at the corners for the second time. Pretty good read of that baseball, though, by the runner. Able to take an extra base. Obviously, with 2 outs, the runner would be going anyway on contact, but able to get a good jump and take third. Much easier to score from third than it is from second. As the pitch is bunted towards the pitcher. As the throw to first, it's going to be close, and he's got it there in time. As Braintree surrenders a run, but able to get the final out. Milton has 3 base runners, one of which scores. And after a half inning of play, 1-0, the visitors.
Hey, pleasure to meet you. How are you? Good. What's up, Bob? Hey, Steve. How are you? Hanging in there, you?
back here in the bottom half of the first inning. As Fitzgerald to lead things off with his team down a run. And the first pitch is low, 4-1. Starter for the Wildcats, Longo, left-handed pitcher. And actually was the pitcher the last time Braintree had faced him. See if the Womps can make some adjustments as this one is knocked to the screen. 1-1 count to Fitzgerald. Trying to jumpstart the offense. Starting to really come around the last few games after really having a trouble scoring runs early in this season. And the pitch on the inner half for a strike. Pitcher ready, and this time missing a little bit high. Fitzgerald not chasing the pitch upstairs. Pitcher working very quickly here to begin the game. And the pitch on the way home is inside, and the count has filled. DiMartino on deck. Off speed, and this one drilled into left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. So Fitzgerald aboard here to begin the bottom half, and Braintree in business, down a run. Good piece of hitting there on the 3-2. Got the off-speed pitch, weighted back, and drilled it out to left center. You don't see many pitchers on a 3-2 count throwing off-speed pitch, but obviously respecting the power of Fitzgerald, not giving in on the fastball. As he goes to the fastball this time, and a first pitch strike to DiMartino. So both sides with their lead runners on. As the pitch on the way, this one to right field, long run down the line, still going, and it's a fair ball. As this one drops, and extra bases now for DiMartino, who wants 3 bases, but Fitzgerald slowly making his way over there to third. He did not get a good read on that ball. And Braintree with the first 2 on, down a run. Surprised to see that one fall in right field. The right fielder was playing right on the line. Somehow that ball found its way down. But had to wait. Braintree looking to even the score, if not take the lead here in this first inning. Infield back, pretty much. Surrett up next. Second and third, nobody out. Bottom half of the first, and the pitch is heading towards the stands and overrun. Going up in the air a long time. A lot of the foul balls at Braintree High School do sides, third and first. And that one was up in the air a long time. Certainly a playable ball. But Braintree catching a break, getting an extra strike now. See if they can make them pay. Foley looking to put it on the line, as the runners will lead from second and third. And this one knocked to the screen. Good at bat, but up here by Foley. Long look in now for the pitcher, as this one missed low. Foley fighting hard here, trying to find his way aboard. Braintree looks to put their first 3 on. Trailing 1-0, but in business now. As this one drilled to left, that's going to get down, and the score tied up as Braintree will wave around the runner from third. He'll score, and the Womps take the lead here in the first. 2-run hit by Foley. Braintree's really put a couple of good swings on Longo, who really put him under grasp earlier this season, but Braintree has come around, and the second time facing him, put some good swings on. Still nobody out. As Surrett now stands in. Off speed, and the pitch missed. So Foley, who's really started to move around the order, starting to find himself in the middle of the order in third. He's batted fourth some points here this season. Those are big hits in the game. Coming through with the timely hits, men in scoring position. Milton had a chance in the first. They just got the one run, had runners at first and third. As this one flared to right, that's going to drop down, and they've had the first full reach. So Braintree getting the bat on the ball, and good things are happening. In a tight game, the last two times these two teams met, this one has the making of a much different look. So Braintree with 4 straight hits to begin this game. The defense coming in at the corners, expecting a potential bunt, but right now the way Braintree's swinging the bat, I don't think he give up an out. Although it would bring the 2 runners over and take out the double play, as Carney is squaring and he pops the ball out of play. Certainly not the way you want to drop down the bunt. Certainly do not want to see it go in the air like that. Now really in on the grass is the first baseman, Beckett. So Braintree responding after giving up a run in the top half. They've scored twice so far. And the pitch again squaring, and he took that one back and was hit by the pitch. So both pitchers have hit a batter in this first inning, and Braintree with a gift base runner. And Longo having some trouble here with location. And a huge opportunity for Brooks, who we have not seen this year here at home. Playing second base and batting now with the bases filled. So a really shocking start here in this first inning. For a Braintree team right now playing a game below 500. And obviously playing up here against one of the top teams. And right now putting some good swings. Braintree certainly has some power, but they've really put some solid swings early in this first inning. So it'll bring up Brooks with the bases filled. Still nobody out.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
As the pitch is outside.
I know. He did it last year.
So they don't want to help out a pitcher struggling with command right now as the pitch, and this one is cut on and missed on a good fastball. Again, the first baseman in on the grass, as all the bases right now occupied, and the pitch is off the plate. Brooks looking for something he can handle. O'Rourke due up next in the 7th spot. As that's a strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Milton looking for that first out. It's been hard to get here in this first inning. As this one cut on and missed, and able to battle back and strike out Brooks. Now if you're Braintree with your 7-hitter up, as you get closer to the bottom of the order, you really got to put the ball in play. Make the defense make a play. Lefty-lefty matchup, and he tried to overthrow that one and missed high. Leading all the way around, and the pitch, and O'Rourke tips this one off at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup, and he missed upstairs. Grieve hoping for a chance on deck, but right now O'Rourke trying to deliver. 4 hits so far in the inning for Braintree. We've also had a hit batter, as that one cut on and missed. Braintree certainly needing to get more out of this opportunity. You don't know how many chances you'll get like this in a game. The base is loaded. Off speed, and it drops in for strike 3 and back-to-back Ks. And that's a very frustrating at bat. Can't go down looking there. This would be a huge win for Milton if they could somehow get out of this with just the 2 runs. As Braintree's had an opportunity really to blow this one open here in the first. And off-speed pitch drops in. Grieve trying to come through here in the 8 spot, DHing here today, as the base is still filled now with 2 outs. And this one on the ground, over to short on a hop. The underhanded flip over to second, and that ends the inning. So Braintree does get 2 to take the lead, but leaves a lot more to be desired in this first as they strand the bases loaded, both sides leaving runners in this first. 2 for Milton, 3 for Braintree, and it's a 2-1 game. There's the Womps lead as we head to the second. Top half of the second, and the first pitch is high for ball 1. As the starter remains in for Braintree. And the pitch, that one tap foul. So we'll see 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Milton here in the second, down a run. So Braintree had a great opportunity to score a big number of runs in that first inning, just getting the 2 on the 2-run hit by Foley, but nonetheless taking the lead. As this one is inside, almost hit the batter for the 3rd time. He's been wild. Center fielder McLaughlin standing in there. As the right-hander gets ready, winds and fires, and another ball knocked foul. So 2 strikes.
Yeah, and the second time, another duck did it in a different way. But once I got down to I kept going there.
2-strike pitch on the way, and it's cut on and missed on a good off-speed pitch. down and away from the hitter. That's a tough pitch to hit.
So I said to her, she said,
Yeah.
Brings up the 8-hitter now as Dexter stands in and takes the first pitch strike.
so we did it again.
Base is clear with 1 out. Top half of the second inning. And the pitch. Pretty good spot. Didn't get the call. This one fouled off and out of play. Really be an important win if Braintree could pull this one off here today. Really help the power rankings. Trying to go to the outside corner, not getting the call. Good spot though. And the pitch is inside. Big payoff pitch, and again, knocked out of play. The count continues. Long at bat. More throwing out in the Braintree bullpen, but doesn't look like anything that would be brought into this game. And the pitch, and another spoiled off.
Yeah, but when he was little, one of the other kids might have heard, or kids against me.
Pitch on the way. Oh, he got him on a downward pitch. Went after something outside the zone as a throw down, and too quick. Strikeouts. Probably his best pitch of the game. Really fooled the hitter. First two have been retired. Brings up the number 9 man as the left fielder Hinkle standing in. And the pitch right in there for a strike. Off speed at the knees. Braintree's bats hoping to get a chance quickly. And too quick. Starting to find the zone. Braintree will have the 9-1 and 2 in their bottom half of the second. Goes to the plate, and this one just half foul. Trying to strike out the side here in the second.
Not to him.
Gets the signs from the catcher, and winds and fires, and missed upstairs. Defense back all the way around here with 2 outs. Oh, dropped it in there, strike 3, and down he goes. 3 up, 3 down, all by way of the K. And the best inning of the outing for Titley, as Braintree will lead 2-1, and the Bats a chance, up by 1. 9-1 and 2 in the Braintree order here in the second. And the first pitch is off the plate. Looks like Braintree has gone to the bench here for a pinch hitter. Lane was playing in left. Now a substitution as Rucky will hit in his place. So Braintree trying to do what they did back in the first, and that's put base runners on. And he's missed on the first three. We have not seen a walk yet, but he's got to battle back from a 3-0 count. Right down the middle for a strike. Probably taken two. Fitzgerald on deck. Braintree looks to bat through for the second time. Does get the green light and no contact. This will be a big momentum shift for the pitcher who fell behind 3-0. He's got the last two, but which one's going to win the at bat? And the pitcher with the advantage as he strikes him out. So Braintree now back to the top of the order, second time through. For Fitzgerald, who had a single to left center his first time back in the first inning, and takes a first pitch strike. Fitzgerald looking for another solid at bat. And this one is low. Last time it was an off-speed pitch that he was able to hammer out there to left center. See if he stays more with the fastball this time. And this one inside almost hit him. Both pitchers have hit a batter. Milton went 1-2-3 back in the top half, all by way of the K. Off speed, and this one again out to left. Same pitch that he hit the single last time, but this time not as much contact. Fitzgerald's had some good power numbers here this season. Handful of home runs, early part of the year. And the pitch is low. Trying to get him to chase something down in the zone. DiMartino up next. He doubled last time. And the fastball missed. He walked him. So Fitzgerald on base for the second time. After battling back to get the strikeout on the first hitter after falling behind 3-0, ends up walking the second hitter. And Braintree now with a runner on and one down. For DiMartino, singled to right field, or doubled to right field last time. Off speed, drops in for a strike. That's really been his best pitch here in the early part of this game. Seems like he's having a little bit of trouble with the command on the fastball. Short lead over at first for Fitzgerald. Couple looks in that direction, and the pitch is low. Braintree trying to add to a 2-1 lead as we play here in the bottom half of the second. In a very meaningful game halfway through the season. And this one spins him back, but a strike called. DiMartino able to get a piece and foul that one off. Some really good at-bats here to begin the second inning. One has reached base so far. And this one drilled over to left. That's going to get through. So DiMartino on for the second time. Doubled to right, now is singled to left. Moving the ball around the field. As it brings up Foley, who had the big hit right now, the difference in the game, the 2-run singles last time. Over the head of the third baseman. So Braintree back in business for the second straight inning, the 2 on. As the pitch is in there for a strike. First baseman creeping back into the play, who was playing behind the base runner. As this one's popped up on the infield. And infield fly is on as the two collide, but don't make the catch, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway because the out was already signaled. So pop up for the second out. And now it brings up Surrett, who singled last time. Over to center field. Braintree trying to do some 2-out damage. Off speed, and this one to third base on a couple hops, and they'll just tag the bag over at third and end the inning on the force out. So Braintree gets 2 on, but cannot score, and they've left now 5 on through 2 as we head to the third in a 2-1 game. Top half of the third inning in a 2-1 game. Braintree with the lead. Second straight inning, Braintree has stranded a couple base runners as the pitch is low. 4-1. Second time through the order now. 1, 2, and 3 hitters for the Wildcats, who trail by a run. Longo was hit by a pitch to begin the game. As Titley winds and fires, and this one hit hard over to shortstop on a couple of hops. As Foley with a nice accurate throw in time. Been a handful of ground balls here and have not been many crazy hops. Really a beautiful afternoon for baseball here at Braintree High School with the slight wind starting to develop. And the pitch is outside. Outfield really shading to the right field side. As this one is hit out towards center field, DiMartino with the long run. Back it goes, and it's over his head. As he'll dig for second base, and he'll stop there on a double that got over his head quickly. Second time aboard, and DiMartino, who was positioned a little bit more to right center than left center, maybe that cost him from catching that ball, but that one carried with some help from the bat. Pretty good pop in that bat. So Milton now trying to tie up the score here in the third inning. Top of the order has really done the majority of their damage here in the early part of this game. It's the pitch on the way, and the off-speed pitch missed outside. Ground out to begin the inning, then a double. Runners at second with 1 out. Pitch on the way, and this one hit hard over to short and over his head. As that'll get into the outfield, the runner will be held, and probably a smart decision. He would have been out by a mile at the plate. So back-to-back hits here. That one got back into the infield pretty quickly by the outfielder. And the third time now in the game, the runners are at the corners for the Wildcats. Braintree's defense hoping for a ground ball double play. But see, a lot of times teams send that runner from first, trying to break it up. As the pitch on the way, and it's low, and he's now falling behind the last three hitters. Finnegan right now, the only one responsible for a run. Sacrifice flies last time. And the check in the direction of first. Don't want to lose sight of the hitter though. And the aren't you going to start getting somebody warming now as the runners lead from first and third? Milton a chance, tie the score up. That's the pitch, and it's down in the dirt, not attempting to swing at, and he walks him. Time called here as pitching coach Cam Fox coming out to talk with his starter, who now has the bases loaded. Braintree had him loaded back in inning number one. And plenty of runners on here through the first 2+. After getting the ground ball to begin the inning, the last three have reached double, a single, and a walk. Force now at any base. Big opportunity for the visitors as the pitch is low. Did not give in on the first pitch fastball, but again misses the zone. And again, missing low, and right now he's got to come in and make a pitch. Got to throw strikes here with the bases loaded, nowhere to put them. Wouldn't be surprised if the hitter is taking here on the 2-0. And the pitch, and he's not. Got to swing. It's 3-0, and Braintree in danger of walking in a run. Really be an anticlimactic tying way to score a run. As the pitch isn't even close, and the run will score anyway, and everybody will advance as the bases reload, and a 2-2 game. And that's going to do it here in the outing as the signal towards the bullpen as the bases are reloaded. A 2-2 game and a pitching change up next here at Braintree High School, as we'll be back to continue our coverage here on BCAM TV. Pitching change completed as Braintree with some more action in the bullpen as Kerry coming in relief. Inheriting a tough situation here with the bases loaded, and the first pitch is foul tipped. 2-2 game as Braintree's defense hoping to turn 2 here and get out of this inning. All the runners right now at the disposal of the pitcher that started. Here's a ground ball to second, as this one is over to second. They do get the force, and Milton very fortunate. That could have been a ground ball double play, but the ball was booted initially. They do get the force in the middle, but that's one that you got to turn. As the go-ahead run scores from third base. Big spot in this game as Braintree had a chance to get out of the inning with just the one run pushed across. Instead, the lead is now the visitors for the second time. A 3-2 lead as they're at the corners. First pitch, a fastball in for a strike. All sides have had lots of base runners in this game, but Braintree now trailing for the second time. Down a run, trying to get out of the inning with just a one-run deficit. And the pitch is off the plate, a little low. So it won't go down as an error, but that was one that would have been a double play ball had it been fielded cleanly. As the check on over first again. Base runners smartly diving back to the outside part of the bag, giving themselves more room. Kerry trying to get out of this as this went down in the dirt. Nice stop by Surratt. That saved a run. Two on, two down. Top half of the third inning. As Kerry trying to work his way out of the damage here. Allowed one inherited runner to score. As the pitch is low. As a throw over in the direction of first, a much closer play. Braintree really wearing away at that first base side. It's probably the 7th or 8th throw over in that direction here in this game. Laughlin struck out last time, trying to get him for the second time, and again thrown over in that direction. Kerry winds and fires and missed low, as that will allow the runner to get to first on a free pass. Second walk surrendered, actually third walk here of the inning. First for Kerry. Braintree allowing the bases to be reloaded here. Got to get out of this jam here. The pitch is popped out of play. They're just going to have to use quite a bit of their bullpen, as they only got 2+ from the starter, as the pitch is inside. Base is filled, 2 down, and a ground ball back to the mound. This should be the end of the inning, and the underhanded flip gets it there in time, and Braintree will take it, but a misplay over at second allows the go-ahead run to score here in the inning, and Milton takes the lead by a run as we head to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning. Braintree now trailing by a run. 3-2. 5, 6, and 7 in the order. And the pitch, a strike. Oh, wow, he just missed. Looked like a good pitch. Looked like a first pitch fastball on the outside corner, but did not get the call, and that is ball 2. Carney was hit by a pitch after trying to lay down a bunt. And that one missed way off the plate, and it's 3-0. He's in a lot of long at-bats, and he's had to battle back from a couple of 3-0 counts in this game. As Carney trying to get on base for the second time, as that's in there for a strike. And that one missed, and he walked him. So the tying run now aboard here in the third inning. So Carney will lead over at first base as Brooks stands in there. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries dropping a bunt down to get that runner over to second. Struck out in his only at bat. Signs being relayed across to both the hitter and the runner as he went around, and a strike is the call. Trying to bunt that one down. He is sacrificing, or at least trying to. Carney leads, and again trying to drop it down and cannot get the job done. As Braintree for the second time in the game popping up a bunt over the backstop. So now Brooks, who struck out the last time, this would be a really tough walk back to the dugout if he does not come through with something here. Had a chance to bring the runner over with the sacrifice. As the runner goes off speed, and he just slaps it foul, and that would have been a stolen base. He picked the right pitch to go on too. O'Rourke due up next, and the pitch, and this one's low. Carney with the short lead right now, but he did take off earlier in the at-bat. And they throw in his direction, and the throw not in time. Pretty close play. Had him leaning to the second base side. Certainly the right call, but that was a close play. Really uncomfortable there against a left-handed pitcher. Very tough to get a good jump against a lefty. And this one popped up on the infield as Brooks now 0 for 2 in the game. So not able to advance the base runner. St. Braintree tries to put that steal on again, trying to get the runner to second base with now 1 out. O'Rourke struck out back in the first inning. And the pitch, he is going to sacrifice, but pulls the bunt back. Braintree's had some good swings against the start. I'm surprised they're trying to bunt so often. And this one drilled out to left center field. That's going to get down. That one's in the gap, and it's going to get down to third as they dig for second. And the center fielder really covered a lot of ground. That one looked like it was shooting towards the gap in left center and actually almost made the catch, but Braintree ends up getting a double out of it, and that was O'Rourke. That one hung up in the air a lot longer than I anticipated and almost ended up catching that ball in center. Would have been a phenomenal catch. As Braintree now a chance to tie this one up or take the lead here in this third inning. As Grieve stands in. Grounded out to short in his only plate appearance and behind the fastball. Big spot in this game for the Womps, who've had plenty of opportunities. They've left 5 on. Actually, both sides have so far through 2.5. So Braintree has 2 more on Off speed, and this one into left field, a base hit. Left that one up in the air. That one hit right in the wheelhouse for a hitter. That's the second time he's left one right up at the belt, and that is exactly what pitch you want to see as a hitter. So Grieve drives in the tying run, and they're at the corners. So Longo, who really shut down the Braintree bats last time, not missing many here in this game. Both runners with the lead from first and third, and a throw in the direction as both sides continue to throw over at first base. Lane with his first look here. And the pitch, and he drops down the bunt, third base side. The runner going to the plate, the throw, and he is out at the plate. As Braintree really being aggressive. And a big play as that cuts down the go-ahead run. A little surprised to see the runner take off there. That wasn't the best bunt. And he wasn't going on the pitch. If that was going to be a suicide squeeze, I understand it, but it took too long to decide to go home. And really not the time you want to take a guy off the base either, with Fitzgerald coming up. So 2 on now with 2 outs. And Fitzgerald pops it down the right field line, and that's going to be out of play. So Braintree has tied the score up as they battle back for the second time in the game. 3-3 here in the bottom of the third. Big opportunity, though, for Fitzgerald, who has singled and walked in this game. Grieve and Lane leading, and the pitch, and he got it by him. Fitzgerald swinging for the fences there. Certainly has that type of power. If he made contact with that, that one might have been going a long way. Pitcher stepping off. Tied up here in the third. Braintree a chance to retake the lead. He's going to take something from Fitzgerald. A couple looks in the direction of second, and the pitch. And he went after the pitch down in the dirt and strikes out. So Fitzgerald not able to get the job done this time. And Braintree does tie the score, but again leaves 2 more on, and that's been the story of this game. 7 left on by Braintree, 5 by Milton, as we are tied at 3 heading to the 4th. Top half of the fourth, and the first pitch in for a strike from Terry, who's back in now for his first full inning of work. Inherited the bases loaded last inning, able to get out of it with just the 1 run allowed. Braintree has battled back to tie the score at 3. This one over to short on a big high hop as the throw from Foley is low, and it gets away, and the base runner takes off, and he's heading for second as the throw in that direction, and it's not going to be in time. So Braintree with the game's real first mistake defensively, as this will be an error allowing the runner over. A accurate throw would have had him, but the speed really caused that throw to be low. That was a good high hop too for the fielder, as Foley got the hop you're hoping for. And now the potential go-ahead run standing at second as we go through the order for the third time. This one's been tight the whole way through. Braintree bringing in the infield at the corners, expecting a potential bunt here. And taking it back as they throw down to second. And a dangerous throw. Stopped nicely by Foley, as the runner could have potentially gone to third had that gotten away. Wasn't a ton of backup from DiMartino in center, but fortunately for Braintree, that one was stopped by the shortstop. And the pitch, a strike. And the pitch, and a bunt try as this one makes contact with the hitter. So third time now through the order for the Wildcats. And the pitch, and he's struck him out. Able to battle back and strike him out. Big strikeout. First out here of the fourth. Well, they tried to sacrifice, couldn't get it done, and Braintree ends up striking him out. Bring up Fallon, who has been on base twice. Doubled in and was hit by a pitch. Good size lead over there at second, but Brooks trying to keep him a little closer. Braintree has thrown over multiple times in this game in all directions, as that's a strike. So we continue to see opportunities in this game for more runs. Expected a tight game, we have it. As Carey winds and fires, and that one spun him back. Right-hander ready, and he missed low. Just some more tossing going on out in that bullpen. Carey trying to get through this fourth inning. And the pitch, that's a good one, that's a strike. It's a big pitch there on a 2-1 count. Hitter was sitting dead red. Had a strikeout last time. Could really use that here. And this one to the middle of the infield, second baseman over. As the throw across, and there's 2 down. So for the first time, able to get Fallon. Go ahead run now at third base, but there's 2 outs. Braintree trying to wiggle around. 1 out base runner. outside to McHugh. It's off the plate. It's grounded out to short and singled. 1 for 2 in this game. Braintree with an error that began the inning. Trying to work around it. Keep it tied at 3 as this one is hit over and into center field, and he does bring him home. So the error does prove costly as Braintree allows the unearned run to score. So Braintree continuing to have to play from behind. Now trailing 4-3. Pitch on the way, and that's a strike down at the knees. Trying to keep it here at 4-3. And the pitch is low.
Definitely, no question there.
2, 3, 4 hitters due up for Braintree in the bottom half, down a run. Trying to get out of this jam. As a throw in the direction of first again. Doesn't matter who's at first right now, everybody's diving back in. And another throw. Runner goes, and this one out towards right field. Carney in and makes the catch as Braintree able to get him and not allow any further damage, but Milton again able to score and take the lead. A costly error beginning the inning, coming around to score as it's 4-3, heading to the bottom of the 4th.
Nice try, Jack. Nice try.
Bottom of the 4th, and the first pitch is outside to DiMartino. So Braintree again has to play from behind. They trail by a run. 2, 3, 4 hitters. That's the pitch on the way, and this one off the plate. Has some action starting now in the bullpen for Milton. DiMartino has 2 hits in this game, has doubled and singled. Trying to get on base for the 3rd time. And a strike called. As this one is slapped to the screen. 4-3 deficit for Braintree here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch. And this one lofted out towards first, and a foul ball. Braintree's had a base runner in every inning so far. They've left 7 men on base. Milton's left 6 on. It's a 1-run game. The lefty is ready, and this one grounded to third on a hop. Has to throw across in time for the first out.
Let's go, Scott.
Bring up Foley now. Popped up to second and hit an RBI, actually a 2 RBI single. Falling behind now 0-1. Pitch on the way, and this one is off the plate. So I'm trying to put a base runner on. And a big swing with no contact. Quickly moving now as the pitch is low. Richards battled back a couple times, needing to do it again. And that one is low.
Nice pitch.
Catcher trying to frame it. Looked like he may have pulled it up a bit. Long at bat here for Foley, trying to find his way aboard. And the pitch is in there for strike 3 on a close pitch. So the first 2 have been retired, as Surratt now will stand in. Singled and grounded out to third base. 1 for 2. Might be the final inning for the starter as continued action goes in the bullpen. This one knocked out of play. Braintree certainly had opportunities.
Let's go, Scott.
Could very easily have the lead here in this game, but both sides have not been able to come through with a couple of clutch hits.
Nice pitch.
As that's in for a strike. Carney up next. But gonna need something here from Surratt. As the pitch is off the plate.
Look good.
Off speed and strike 3. As Surratt down on strikes, back-to-back Ks. As Braintree for the first time here today goes 1-2-3. Heading to the 5th, Braintree down a run, 4-3. First pitch here at the top of the fifth, a strike. This one foul tipped. 5, 6, and 7 in the order for the Wildcats, who lead by a run. Braintree with a 1-2-3 inning, the bottom half of that fourth. For the first time in this game, not putting a base runner on. Kerry continuing to pitch here into his second full inning of work. As that's in there, 4 strike 3 and a 3-pitch strikeout. The hitter taking a close pitch here with 2 strikes. Down on strikes. Kerry has fanned 2 since entering this game. And the pitch just off the plate. So Beckett down on strikes, as now McDougal stands in. He has bunted back towards the mound, and this one tapped back to the mound again. Fielded well, and the underhanded flip, 2 quick outs. This would be a nice, real quick inning if Kerry could get the next hitter. So the Braintree Bats will hope to get something started in the bottom half of this fifth, potentially against a new pitcher. Brings up McLaughlin, who has struck out and walked. And the pitch is off the plate for ball 1. Kerry trying to work quickly here. Nobody on and 2 outs. Strikeout and a little dribbler back to the mound. As this one's inside. Certainly don't want to put anybody on here. Don't want to give up a free pass. Put a runner on here with 2 outs. And the 2-0 on the way, and he missed high. And a 4-pitch walk as Kerry a little wild that time. Second time now McLaughlin has found his bottom of the 5th inning, as Kearney will stand in there. 5, 6, and 7 in the Braintree order. Here against the starter, who remains in the game and doesn't get the call on the first pitch. There's still continued action out in the bullpen, so I would imagine the leash would be quite short on the starter, as this one's knocked out of play. Kearney here in the game has reached both times, has been hit by a pitch and has walked, so without the benefit of a hit, he's found his way on twice. Trying to jumpstart the offense, who was retired in order back in the 4th inning. And this one down in the dirt. Gonna find his way on in front of Brooks, who's had a tough day with the bat. As this one knocked back and out of play. Pretty good swing on that pitch. He was ready for it. Long look in now. And the pitch. And a little dribbler to third base. Going to be a tough play. Here's the throw. It's low, and he threw it away. As the runner now heads for second. And a throwing error now for the Wildcats after Braintree gave one up. A throwing error brings the runner to second. That was going to be a tough play with the left-handed pitcher. Had to spin and make the throw. And that one very quickly got down the line. It was behind the runner. And Braintree now with an opportunity here to tie the score. That was like a swinging bunt the way it ended up turning out. Looks like Braintree going to send up a pinch hitter. So an opportunity here for the pinch hitter as Goody will stand in. Big spot here for him. Hitting in place of Brooks. So both sides now have an error, and both sides it turned into two bases. Tying run standing at second base here in the fifth inning. First pitch is a ball. A throw back to second will not be in time. So Braintree was thinking about a sacrifice, taking the bunt back, and Carney had to dive back into that bag at second. He got quite a big secondary lead. Last thing you want to do, though, is get picked off. You're already in scoring position with nobody out. Again, squaring, and the pitch a called strike. And the pitch, and dropping the bunt down, and again, it's going towards fair ground. The pitcher, or the first baseman, almost let that one roll back in.
No, it's not out. But it's been lit like that the whole time.
Oh, okay.
I can't read what it says.
I can't either.
It makes no sense.
I don't understand why this thing is so small.
Right.
So Carney leads over at second base. Trying to put the ball in play as the pitcher will step off. Really would like to move the runner over with nobody out. Put the ball in play here. And the pitch, and he fans him. Braintree again not able to get the bunt down. Bringing up O'Rourke, who hit a double to left center field last time. It's also struck out. Lefty-lefty matchup here in the bottom half of the fifth. Braintree trailing by a run. Base hit could tie it as that went off the plate. Big sweeping off-speed pitch. And that one low. Two straight outside the zone. Grieve up next. Swamps try to knock this one up here at 4 in the fifth inning. Good lead over at second, and the pitch. And this one gets away. Runner down to third. So now a potential sac fly could tie this one. A lot more going in Braintree's disposal with the runner at third and one out. Could also potentially think about a suicide squeeze, but there is a good hitter's count. The infield now in. And the pitch. And that is a called, oh no, ball 4? Looked like the umpire was calling that a strike. So second time on base now for O'Rourke as they're at the corners. And I think if you're Braintree right now, you got to give O'Rourke a chance here to try and take that double play out of order, potentially. Grieve with an RBI hit last time. And the pitch. And this one, a strike. Wow. That was a low pitch. Got a generous call from the home plate umpire. Great hitter in the Braintree order. And the pitch. Oh, big swing this time. Runner takes off. The throw. Here comes the throw to the plate. And the runner tagged out. And Braintree out for the second time at the plate. As Braintree trying to steal second. The runner takes off, and that took way too long.
All over the place.
So Braintree leaving a big opportunity there. Had a real good chance. Still an opportunity to drive him home. That's the second runner that's been thrown out at the plate here in the game. And now they strike out. So really a disappointing inning for Braintree, who runs into an out at the plate for the second time. And that's unacceptable here in this ball game. Down a run to have a runner thrown out with less than 2 outs. As the inning comes to an end as we head to the 6th. 4-3 the score. Top half of the 6th, and the first pitch is tap foul. Braintree leaving a big opportunity in that 5th inning. Potential tying run thrown out at the plate, and then a strikeout end of the inning. Braintree really had a great opportunity. A couple runners on. And a ground ball again, foul. 9-1-2 in the order for Milton. Tight game all the way here so far. Braintree's had plenty of opportunities in this game, just have come up with some costly mistakes. 2 runners thrown out at the plate. They've left now 8 on. But a good sign is Braintree's had plenty of base runners. Quick inning back in the 5th for Kerry, and this one popped up in foul ground. Long run for Fitzgerald, and it's going to drop in foul ground. Pitch from Kerry missed. And the pitch, and a dribbler towards third base as O'Rourke cuts it off, and the ball goes out of his glove, and a leadoff error. Second time he has reached on an error now, as Braintree not able to field that one. Certainly wasn't an easy play, but that's one O'Rourke generally makes, and in a game where it's a one-run game, you just missed an opportunity. Can't have those mistakes. Giving an extra out to a team with some good pop in their bat. Infield coming in as they are thinking about sacrificing, and Braintree throws it away as this one gets away from the catcher. A rare time that Surratt has not been able to handle it behind the plate.
Huh? I hate buckets. But now they're going to make him bucket because he's on second.
So potential insurance runner now standing at second here in the sixth inning. And stepping off on the mound.
You know what they also do? When the pitch goes to pass, they tell him not to swing the first pitch.
Trying to drop this one down, and again, it's knocked foul.
Yeah.
So Braintree with their second error defensively. One at short, now one at third, and the last time they made an error proved to be a run, and actually is the difference in this game. And it's now a 4-3 game. Pitch on the way, and this one hit hard out towards left field. This one's still going, and back and off the wall as the runner now will come home and score. And again, errors prove costly here in this game. Makes it a 5-3 game. Braintree's second unearned run allowed now, and Kerry has not had the best of defense behind him here the last couple innings. Chance now to really open this one up here in the sixth inning. As the pitch on the way, this one grounded to third, and this time O'Rourke cuts it off and makes the play. Able to come back and make a much better play this time. Got his body in front of it. But Braintree now trailing by a couple runs, the largest deficit here in this game. Fallon retired for the second time, and Braintree going to put the runner on. So an intentional walk here to the hitter. So Braintree not deciding to face McHugh, who had a couple hits. So now 2-1. And the pitch as this one's cut on and missed. Some action starting in the Braintree bullpen. What is a 2-run game. 9-1-2 in the Braintree order due up in the bottom of the sixth. It's been tight all the way, but right now the Wildcats have a chance to really open this one up. By a couple runs, 2 more on. Costly error beginning the inning, coming around to score. RBI hit by Longo. And the pitch, and a ground ball middle of the infield. This could be a double play ball. It's mishandled, and the runner now at second is safe. And another very big mistake on the infield. What could have been a ground ball double play is mishandled, and nobody is retired. So it almost worked out to perfection as Braintree walked the prior hitter to set up a double play ball. They get the chance and can't complete it. And now the infield has to come in here with the bases loaded, and Braintree with 2 defensive miscues opening the door for an opportunity for Milton to really open this one to an insurmountable comeback now. Those are the kind of plays, though, against really good teams you just can't have two of them, especially in an inning. And that would have been most likely a double play, too, as the pitch is low. Wasn't that bad of a hop either. You see some tough hops on this field, but that was a pretty routine play. It looked like Foley maybe was trying to make the play before it happened. Getting over to second. And the pitch called low. So Beckett standing in. Struck out looking his last time. Has singled and walked. Really need some good pitches here from Kerry. And the pitch, that's a strike. Defense is going to have to help out now with the bases loaded. Bases juiced with just the one out. Getting ready now. Winds and fires. Oh, wow. Close pitch. He took it and is lucky to still be there.
Must have been outside.
Kerry wanted the close pitch, did not get it. Now winds and fires, and this one is knocked off the hitter, off his leg. This would be a great time for a strikeout for Kerry, although it looked like he had one. A pitch a go. Infield remains in. Kerry trying to deliver one more good pitch. Winds and fires. Oh, he got him. Big pitch. Still need one more out. If Braintree could hold it here, this would be a big shift in the game. Down just a couple runs. First pitch, and that one a little low. Both sides have had them loaded a couple times in this game. Kerry winds and fires, and this one tapped towards the right side of the infield. Big high hop as the pitcher covers, and he gets there, and Braintree escapes with just the one run allowed. Another error and another unearned run charged to Kerry as Braintree down a couple as we head to the bottom of the sixth. You want some?
Do you? Do you?
You know.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Oh, yeah, okay. I'd like a little luck in that in that raffle, by the way, like I did at the Patriots.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can yeah. So I never win it. I never win anything in that. I never. So it was Rick's.
Still have some of that left.
Well, the only square.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Braintree now down by their largest deficit here today, 2 runs, 5-3, as 9-1 and 2 expected.
It's better if you know nothing.
First pitch strike.
Absolutely nothing.
Well, especially
So going to the bullpen as now Hunt into pitch. And this one out to left field. That's going to be a tough one, and it's going to drop. A flare of a single beginning the inning. So Braintree with a runner on, and now the tying run coming to the plate. So a single from the 9-man. That's going to help the cause as we go back to the top of the order. 4th time through now. Fitzgerald really hoping to come up with one of those big hits. Been on base twice. As Lane leads, and the pitch. That one way off the plate. Catcher able to slide over and make the play. Braintree has had 2 runners thrown out at the plate. Right now the difference in this game. This is the kind of part of the order you want up now. And the pitch again, nothing tempting to swing at the first 2 pitches. Hasn't intentionally walked him, but right now the way he's pitching, it almost seems like he is. 2 pitches, a couple feet off the plate. Fitzgerald sitting dead red here. And the pitch, and he missed.
Nice pitch, Andrew.
Braintree looking to have the first 2 reach, with DiMartino due up next. And the pitch, a strike.
Oh, Andrew.
Again, Fitzgerald looking for one pitch in particular. 3-1 the count. And the fastball, this one is over towards second for 1, back to first, and they turn 2. And the Milton defense turning a double play. And that was a huge play in this game. Braintree was sitting 3-1. Instead of having 2 on, now nobody on and 2 out. That one hit right on the screws, but the second baseman able to make a quick turn as they turn 2. So Milton defense turning a double play after Braintree could not back in the 5th inning. Still some time left, but you figure that's probably Braintree's best opportunity. As DiMartino takes a strike, and that really takes the air out of the balloon. Had the hitter you wanted at the plate, ground into a double play. See, off-speed pitch missed off the plate. DiMartino with a pair of hits in this game, trying to get on. Hunt ready, winds and fires, and he missed.
Man, hey, nice pitch.
Yeah.
Both sides as them looks back at the home plate umpire and a couple calls here in this game. As this one drilled out towards left center field, back and continuing to spin to make the catch. So Braintree with a hard hit ball to end the inning, and they turn into a double play, really, that changed the complexion of this inning as the Womps head to the 7th, down a couple runs.
I figured.
Top of the 7th, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1.
You know, you may get past them. I think we'll find out.
Braintree turning into a double play ball back in the 6th that really hurt them. Just haven't been able to come up with that big hit in this game. Braintree has stranded 8 base runners. Milton has stranded 9. And what is a 2-run game here in the 7th? A strike in there from Kerry, who's really pitched pretty well out of the bullpen. Right now in charge for the loss in this game, but his defense has allowed 2 unearned runs to score. As the ball is to third, a throw across in time, and there's one down.
Okay.
So 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Milton here in the inning. As the 7-hitter, McLaughlin, retired. The right fielder, Dexter, now stands in, 0 for 3. Couple ground outs and a strikeout. As Kerry with the first pitch is low. Ground ball, right side of the infield. And the throw across, and he's 0 for 4 here in the ball game. So Braintree down a couple runs, trying to keep it here. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 due up in the bottom half of the 7th, down a pair of runs right now. Trying to get them in order. A couple ground outs to start the inning. And the pitch, and this one lofted out towards left field. As Lane over there, he makes the catch, and a very quick top half of the 7th, and Braintree needs a rally. Down 2 runs here in the 7th. Bottom half of the 7th, first pitch, and this one hit hard out towards left field, but playable. And on the first pitch, Foley is down. Braintree would really like to see at least one man reach and give themselves a chance here in the 7th inning, down a pair of runs. So right after singling his first time, has been retired the last couple of bats. Batting in the cleanup spot, and the pitch, a strike. Braintree has battled back twice in this game after falling behind 1-0 and 3-2, but have not been able to battle back yet. Running out of time with 2 outs left, as this one's popped out of play.
Sit, Andrew.
Braintree with a couple errors here in this game. 3 of them that have led directly to a couple of runs. And this one out towards second, and it will be caught, and Braintree down to the final out. Not a full swing there from Soretta. It was a half-hearted swing. And Kearney now has to reach, or this game ends. This will be a very disappointing loss in a game that Braintree had opportunities.
Nice pitch, nice pitch.
Pitch called low. So the Womps right now need a base runner to keep this game going, as the pitch is high. Kearney has been hit by a pitch, has walked and reached on an error, so he's yet to be retired, but has to reach again. And this one out towards right field. Long run in that direction, and it's going to drop in foul ground.
Nice effort. Good job. You can do it, Andrew.
Braintree looks like they have a pinch hitter on deck if it gets there. And the pitch is cut on and missed, and now 2 strikes.
Let's go, Andrew. One more.
Base is clear with 2 outs. You're in the bottom of the 7th. Braintree down to the final out. Danger of dropping another home game. And the pitch just went out towards center. That's going to drop down, and the game will continue. So Kearney does deliver. And Braintree keeps the game going for at least another at-bat. Got to give credit there to Kearney. Just his first hit of the game, but 4th time on. It's Braintree going to the bench here for a pinch hitter. Bring up Uhas. And a ground ball on the first pitch, and an easy play as the game comes to a close. And Braintree twice in the inning swing at the first pitch, and they are retired to end this ball game. And again, the story of this game: men left on base, both sides leaving 9 on, but 3 errors for Braintree, 1 by Milton, and Braintree loses by a couple runs here today at home. They dropped to 6-8 on the season. Milton improves to 14-1, but they got everything they could ask for here today at Braintree High School in a game Braintree certainly could have won, but just made too many mistakes down the stretch, and they lose this one here in this game. Actually, the loss charged to Kerry, but he actually pitched a pretty good game out of the bullpen as Braintree drops it by 2 runs here today. A disappointing defeat, but certainly some things to improve on for Braintree, and they played a very good team, very tough. So that'll conclude our coverage. Thank you for watching our live stream broadcast here today at Braintree Baseball against Milton. On behalf of Christine Patterson, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.
More curveballs today than he's ever thrown.
Yeah. Well, I do think this